Sources confirm the front office is monitoring a monumental trade involving a young defensive tackle and a superstar edge rusher within the division. This internal report indicates a potential departure to a direct rival to secure an elite defensive presence. Subscribe for more updates and hit the like button as we break down these high-stakes discussions.
I am reporting on a developing story that has sent shockwaves through the NFL insider community, involving a potential roster move that would be unprecedented in the history of the NFC East rivalry. According to sources familiar with the Philadelphia Eagles' internal strategy sessions, the front office has actively discussed the feasibility of a blockbuster trade package centered around sending defensive tackle Jalen Carter to the Dallas Cowboys to acquire superstar edge rusher Micah Parsons. This information comes directly from conversations regarding how the Eagles plan to maximize their championship window. Jalen Carter, the 9th overall selection in the 2023 NFL Draft, was widely viewed as the steal of the draft, a generational interior talent from the University of Georgia who recorded 6 sacks and nearly 50 pressures in his rookie campaign. He was drafted to be the cornerstone of the franchise's future. However, the availability of a player of Micah Parsons' caliber changes the calculus entirely. Parsons has been nothing short of a phenomenon since entering the league, recording at least 13 sacks in each of his first 3 seasons and finishing as a finalist for Defensive Player of the Year consistently. The rationale behind these internal discussions in Philadelphia hinges on the belief that while Carter has immense potential, Parsons is a proven elite quantity who can single-handedly wreck opposing game plans. The context here is the Cowboys' impending salary cap crisis as they struggle to pay Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb, potentially leaving Parsons as the odd man out. For Howie Roseman and the Eagles to even entertain moving Carter, a player they traded up to get, demonstrates a ruthless commitment to upgrading the roster. This is not a simple player swap. It is a fundamental reevaluation of the team's defensive identity. We are talking about trading a cost-controlled interior disruptor for an expensive edge rusher, a move that defies the conventional wisdom of roster building, but aligns with Philadelphia's aggressive nature. The fact that this is being discussed internally confirms that the Eagles are exploring every possible avenue to dethrone their rivals, even if it means doing business with them directly.
Analyzing the ramifications of this potential blockbuster, we must look at the financial, schematic, and cultural impact this would have on the Philadelphia Eagles. Financially, this move would require a massive adjustment to the team's salary cap structure. Jalen Carter is currently playing on a rookie contract that provides elite production at a bargain price, allowing the team to maintain depth elsewhere. In contrast, Micah Parsons is seeking a contract extension that will likely exceed $30 million per year, making him one of the highest-paid non-quarterbacks in league history. General Manager Howie Roseman is known for his wizardry with the salary cap, but fitting a contract of that magnitude while absorbing the dead cap implications of trading a recent first-round pick is a significant hurdle. Schematically, the addition of Parsons would be a perfect match for new defensive coordinator Vic Fangio. Fangio's system relies heavily on versatile edge defenders who can drop into coverage and disguise blitzes, a skill set that Parsons possesses at an elite level. However, losing Carter would create a massive void in the interior of the defensive line, putting immense pressure on Jordan Davis and the rest of the rotation to generate pressure up the middle without Carter's explosive first step. Furthermore, trading Carter would effectively dismantle the chemistry of the young Georgia core that the team has invested heavily in, potentially disrupting the locker room culture. My insider verdict is that while this trade makes sense on paper for a team pushing for a Super Bowl, the reality of intra-division politics makes it highly unlikely to cross the finish line. It is difficult to imagine Dallas strengthening their primary rival. However, the discussion itself is a clear indicator that the Eagles are not entirely sold on their current defensive mix and are hunting for a premier edge presence. Now, I turn it over to you. Do you believe the Eagles should trade Jalen Carter to land a superstar like Micah Parsons, or is the cost simply too high? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more breaking news and deep dive analysis.